My daughter Pepper sprayed 15 kids at her friend's birthday party, and she saved every girl there. I got a hysterical call at 8 p.m. from Brooklyn's mother screaming that Ariana had attacked everyone in their basement and the police were taking her away in handcuffs. I abandoned my shopping cart at Target and sped across town to find 3 ambulances, 2 police cars, and dozens of parents standing in Brooklyn's driveway. Ariana was sitting in the back of a patrol car with her hands cuffed behind her back, while teenagers were being treated for pepper spray exposure on the front lawn. Ariana, what have you done? I asked through the patrol car window, trying to understand why my 13-year-old daughter would do something so violent. The other kids were crying and coughing, their eyes swollen shut from the spray. Brooklyn was sobbing on her mother's shoulder, her makeup running down her cheeks while she kept asking why her best friend would ruin her birthday. Parents were shouting about pressing charges and lawsuits, while Officer Decker explained that Ariana could face multiple counts of assault. Ariana looked straight ahead, her jaw set with that stubborn expression I recognized from when she knew she was right about something. Mom, check the basement window, the one behind the water heater. Please just check it. Her voice was steady, but I could see her hands trembling where they were cuffed behind her. Brooklyn's father was furious when I asked to look in their basement. Your daughter just assaulted 15 children, including my daughter, at her own birthday party. She planned this, brought the pepper spray hidden in her purse. The kids were just dancing when she started screaming for everyone to get down and then sprayed them all. But Officer Decker said I could examine the scene since Ariana was being detained. I went down to the basement where the party had been happening. Pink streamers and balloons were everywhere. The birthday cake sat untouched on a table, and Brooklyn's new speakers were still playing pop music. But when I looked behind the water heater where Ariana had told me to check, my eyes widened. The window lock was broken, twisted metal hanging loose, and there were fresh mud prints on the carpet underneath that were far too large to belong to any of the kids at the party. When I told Officer Decker, he called for backup immediately and started searching the basement more thoroughly. While he was checking the storage area, Ariana finally explained what had happened from the back of the patrol car. She'd been watching everyone dancing when she noticed movement by the window. A man in a delivery uniform was climbing through, but she recognized his face immediately. She'd seen him 3 weeks ago when he'd tried to follow Brooklyn home from school, and Brooklyn had pointed him out as someone who kept sending her weird messages on Instagram under fake accounts. I remembered his face from when Brooklyn showed me his profile, Ariana explained, her voice breaking now. She'd blocked him 5 times, but he kept making new accounts. When I saw him coming through that window with a bag in his hand, I knew something terrible was about to happen. If I just screamed about an intruder, he would have run back out the window and escaped. The only way to trap him was to cause chaos and force everyone to evacuate while making it hard for him to see. Officer Decker found him 20 minutes later. The 43-year-old man was still hiding in the utility closet in the basement, temporarily blinded and disoriented from the pepper spray. In his bag, police found zip ties, a knife, chloroform, and a roll of duct tape. His van was running in the alley behind the house with the back doors open. Dylan Howard was a registered sex offender who'd been released 6 months earlier and had been stalking Brooklyn and 3 other girls from the party through social media. A detective arrived and told us that Howard had been grooming multiple girls online for months. He'd learned about the party from Brooklyn's public Instagram post showing the decorations that morning. He'd waited until the parents were upstairs and the kids were distracted by dancing to make his move through the basement window he'd unlocked earlier that day when no one was home. Ariana had recognized him instantly because she'd made a habit of checking the sex offender registry after Brooklyn mentioned the creepy messages. She'd screenshot his photo when Brooklyn first complained about the stalker 3 weeks ago. Her split-second decision to use the pepper spray had prevented Howard from grabbing Brooklyn and possibly other girls during the chaos of a party where music was too loud for anyone to hear screaming from the basement. The parents who'd been demanding Ariana's arrest were now apologizing profusely. Brooklyn's mother was crying and hugging me, thanking Ariana for saving her daughter. The charges were immediately dropped, and Officer Decker uncuffed Ariana, telling her she'd shown incredible bravery and quick thinking. Howard was charged with attempted kidnapping, breaking and entering, and violating his parole. He was sentenced to 25 years based on the evidence found and his previous convictions.